Howdy,
Welcome to
everyone.
Speedgaming! Woohoo! Are we all good?
Well, if anyone's napping, I'm pretty sure they're not now.
I don't even know if like Discord probably suppressed that or not, but yeah. Hey everyone, this is the Ocarina of Time Randomizer. If this is the first time you're watching this, where have you been? You've missed like 12 qualifiers in the first round of the bracket phase, basically.
We had some really good bracket phase races too. Like yesterday's was insanely good. I think they've all been really good. A lot of very close races. And we got two very good runners here in SombreV and Jimbo. Would not be surprised to see another close race here too.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun. Because Jimbo's, people know who Jimbo is. He's the biggest Papega in Ocarina of Time randomizer history. But like very good kind of executionally and things like that. And SombreV, I don't think I've ever watched before. Kind of a newer runner, but did really well in the quals and is actually the higher seed in this race.
I haven't watched them play. I know they're from what I've seen, at least on results, they've been doing very well. So.
Yeah, results-wise, doing pretty good, but it's going to be fun to watch SombreV in a 1v1 versus, an established runner. Jimbo has been in, top 64 last time? Was he, like, in top 32 one time in Season 4 as well? Yeah, Virgil Dante's right. Me and Jimbo are, anybody who's watched the Gossip Stone podcast, which is a podcast all about the competitive Ocarina of Time randomizer scene. Me and Jimbo are co-hosts on that, so I know Jimbo pretty well. So every time I laugh at Jimbo, just know that it's in good fun, but also Virgil's right, do a shot. We're all going to get very drunk. But only do that if you're of a legal drinking limit in your country that you live in. What do you think of this start, Nath?
Storms is always good to start with. There's a lot of free grottos on the way that really pays, and you have well open up early too. Shadow Med means one less dungeon to do, possibly.
True that.
It looks like AD. We've had a lot of AD lately, so I wouldn't be surprised to see another one.
AD does seem to be a thing. What do you think about like a child start here? Everyone seems to be doing child starts at the moment.
Wait, what?
I think I watched 2 matches the other day, and 3 of the runners did child first.
I don't think I've seen anyone do child first, so if it happens again, I will be surprised.
It was Zavi, Oak, and E. Cola went child first.
All right. Well, I still have a second. I'm gonna grab a drink before it starts.
All right. Okay. Well, it's pretty much on the button, so let's see what happens. Yeah, everybody's doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. If you're not a cool kid, you're not going child first. You're going to be a boomer like the rest of us and go to adult CAC. Just also another thing as well is that hopefully the seed is done in 2 hours and 45 minutes, because I think we've got another stream coming up straight after this in 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let's hope it's not, needing 20 schools to get the hammer, like Alfalfa and Mario's seed was.
All right. I am back right on time. I see the timer going down.
Yeah, we're going down. I'm hoping we get some blue fire arrow logic today. That's what I'm after. Okay, off we go. And we're not checking the medallions. So that will be unknown information for now to get our foolish hints.
Water, crater, trail, and castle. Pyro castle to be exact.
Water, crater, as in DMC, as in the Death Mountain crater?
Yep. Death Mountain itself is just foolish. Crater and trail.
Wow. So that has a song location there. The way that the game kind of is set up in these settings is that one of our song locations will not have a song, it will have an item. But also Serenade can be in a foolish location because it doesn't really do anything in these ends.
Also, rip
so
Jimbo.
It's one of those two. Yeah, Jimbo's died already.
The foolishes were too powerful.
Yeah, he's like, bah! And water being foolish, that's our only dungeon. We don't know if we're doing water, yes or not. We have to beat the 3 stone dungeons to open the Ganon's Bridge, and we have to beat the Spirit and Shadow Medallion dungeons to get the boss key.
And he's back. He's in the lead.
Let's go.
Ooh, big stabby.
Yeah, there we go.
So our timer is now at
minutes.
-2830.
Yeah.
Ooh, Requiem on Burning Cack. And magic.
Ooh, nice start. That could already be. That's like a potential for AD. That's like what, like I don't know, maybe 30% if we need to do Spirit. That it's going to be AD, something like that, some kind of odds.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it's here, but maybe not even needed like at all. We'll see. Ooh, irons for our foolish water temple.
Okay, nice. At least we can be underwater now.
And one of the best warps in the game, Minuet.
Yeah, that's always a really nice one to get early on.
I always like doing
pretty good.
SFM/forest as an adult if you can.
Yeah, Jimbo is heading into the graveyard before doing the rest of the cat checks. He's probably gonna. Well, he doesn't really want to climb the mountain because the mountain area is foolish. So.
Yeah, still got Goron City, but yeah, can't really do anything in there yet. Oh, and hovers.
It's the hover boots.
It's like it's Sombre's turn to freeze.
There you go. We're doing good. We've got a good start. That might mean we only see one person get the hover boots, which everybody will be. Oh no, he's back. It's fine.
We get one more. Make sure you run into Chuckle's channel. Is that double magic? Oh my god.
Magic. Do you need magic?
Make sure you run to Chuckle's channel and redeem the hover boots redeem. You have 15 seconds. Go.
Hey, that means magic won't be path today because they're both just in the same location. Okay, everyone pauses. Everyone excited. Oh.
What's it gonna be? It's a big chest.
It's the hover boots.
Damn, they got something too.
Yeah, Sombrev has literally frozen like straight afterwards as well. Amazing.
This is such a wild variety of starting items that are so kind of like. It's a lot of good items that are just kind of useless by their own. We have both magics, both pairs of boots. We do have a blue fire bottle, which we could take those hover boots and unfreeze King Zor if we really wanted to.
Yeah, like we could like head into ice if we wanted to. Like we could play Minuet and then just go into Ice Cavern right now, and like you said, do KZ on the way. Which
imagine this was like a rush ice or a ice percent seed.
Yeah,
this would be like a sun. This would be sun 10.
Off you go. Like ice percent's done. Yo, hey TJ. Okay, we're gonna get a chance to see the sculptures on Jimbo's side, at least.
Oh wow!
What went on 20?
Is that Nehru's love?
Nehru's love. On.
Cack has all the magical items today.
Wallet and Nehru's love. Okay, Jimbo is walking.
This looks like river.
This looks like a river, and like honestly, if you're just gonna walk up river now, you may as well just do Ice Cavern, right? Like
I would.
You're right in the
The
front
only thing you're
door.
orphaning there is just the fountain, which you can do as child later.
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, good point. Can't do the fairy fountain there because we
Unless
don't have
King
those
Zora
as
gives
well.
you a bomb bag. Well, you don't have ZL, but...
Wait, was that a hint that King Zora gives you a bomb bag? Okay, right. I thought you were reading that as a hint, Stone.
Oh no.
I was like, what? Huh? Yeah, Jimbo could have played Minuet and just gone through through river using the iron boots, but he would have had to have like come back
Yeah, you
down.
need to go
for
down to
these
get the hint zones
checks.
anyway, like... I don't know if it's
Yeah.
that much better. And plus, you have to go around Mido the long way to get to the shortcut.
Yeah. You could do like Mido's house at the same time though. Maybe
Skull
the
Kid
song
junk.
is good. Yeah, it looks like Sombra got the SFM song, and it was Saria's, so...
It's Cactomorpha. Probably the Iron Boots.
Yeah, that fits the bill perfectly, doesn't it? Just the iron boots.
It's definitely not the magic.
That Saria's is in the SFM location means that if Forest is required, then Minuet is Way of the Hero.
Gross. Jungle's Cavern to Goma.
Not the slingshot in these settings, because the B1 trick is in logic.
Looks like we are going to see a early ice from Jimbo.
Nice. I love this. This is great. So we get a bit of a pausies on Sombra side. Jimbo's doing this without really a setup. He just is like kind of eyeballing it, which is difficult.
I mean, the angle he's getting is right. He's just missing the timing on the backflip. That's more or less. I kind of just eyeball it and forward roll, and usually works.
Yeah, it's always good when you come out of the Oh, here's Ahmed. Spirit is actually pre-completed today. It's the light medallion. So that Requiem, unless something is on the archway, is probably not worth anything today. DC required, and Water, Deku, Shadow, which we're not surprised about Deku and Water because we've seen...
I mean, at this point, we're just opponent from crossing.
Yeah.
So those opponents out there.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, here's this, using this blue fire. Oh, ice cannon to Morpher. Wow, good job, we're right
You're in the right place.
You're in the right location, Jimbo. Using this blue fire here isn't in logic. So whatever we get here is out of logic at the moment. It's not anything. I would have giggled if that was a bomb back. Okay, so this is a glitchless way of getting over King Zora. We call it KZ skip. There's a few different ways of doing it, but basically you get into a nice little position right in the corner here, and then you use this ledge to do a jump over the fence.
It's a bit more annoying without a shield, because this uses like the forward stab setup there, but with the ESS and back turn, I like it.
Yeah, Jimbo plays on VC, so ESS turning is a lot easier compared to emulator. So using the ESS setup, but you're right, without a shield, using a nut, that was actually really good from Jimbo.
And I have a CF, like mine is CF less and doesn't use ESS, so it's close enough.
Yeah. I was memeing Alex, don't worry.
Is that a slingshot on Skull Mask?
Slingshot on Skull Mask, yeah. Alright. Heart piece down there. There was a bomb bag mark somewhere. Okay.
Hey, there's Epona. We actually have logical crossing already.
There's your horse. Oh, look! It's Ice Cavern to Morpher! No way!
The thing is, Jabu is the forest med, so like Sombre might not know about it for a while.
Wow.
You have to
What
go
if
to the domain to find the hint.
What if it's double path? What if both hook shots are in here?
That would be. You'd need 3 paths for that because you'd have like. I guess you don't need 3, but.
Yeah, our spirit medallion is DC.
If both
And
hookshots are here,
Shadow-
that means the Rudas is probably somewhere very early.
With Shadow being a stone, we won't see a path to DC because if a bomb bag is path, then it will be path to Shadow.
Yeah, actually, it's impossible because of Shadow require. Yeah, because it requires bombs in Shadow.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. So we're only going to get paths to 3 dungeons. It's only going to be Water, Shadow, and Deku that we'll get paths for. Okay, Sombra already hasn't found anything in this child segment. He's just going to walk out of a brick wall. Time travel is fun.
Oh, big
Big
chest.
chest. Just getting chased by these ice keys.
The ice keys are the worst. Like, if there's 2 on you and one freezes you, the other one, like, flies around you and waits for you to unfreeze and then goes after you. It's the worst.
That's so mean.
Oh my gosh, a hook shot! We didn't see that coming at all.
Hey, it could have been a wallet. No, it doesn't. Well, yeah, it could have been a wallet. Could have been a Zoro.
Yeah, you're right, it could have been.
But it's a shot.
Andrew giving us a lot of sticks. There's Serenade. So we know the DMC is the actual is just junk. Like the actual song check is not even Serenade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. It's not even going to be a useful item because it's barren. So.
Yeah. It's like both runners are gonna start getting skulls, which I don't hate.
Ooh, the Valley Jewel him. That's it. Sorry, Pyra. Game's over for you.
I stopped going. I can't. It can't call me out on it anymore. I haven't gone Valley Lake much anymore. I go there when there's like the seat is very dry. But then like everyone goes there in that case.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jakuna capacity in the toilet.
Oh, nice. Okay, we don't need.
I think that's what that was.
This song that Jimbo's gonna get from Ice Cavern is gonna be like. It can't be ZL. It's not Requiem. So it's not Song of Time or. Well, no.
I guess ideally you want it to be Nocturne. That'd be like the ideal scenario.
It could be Nocturne. Yeah, that'd be great. Because that would make this. It's already hard required, but it would make it. You know, important to get here early. Yeah, Bolero. The thing with Bolero is that with DMC and DMT Foolish, like it's a nice transportation song.
And fire is not even useful unless you need burning cack, which you probably don't need it.
Which we probably won't need because Spirit's pre-completed.
Yeah. The only reason we'd ever need it is for the Colossus Arch. Or for the song out there. I guess if like Nocturne is out there. But I mean, you have crossing by foot, so at this point you just cross by foot.
Yeah, good point from Alex. Like, if it's actually a nothing song, then the opponent may not come here. Because at the moment, we've only found 1 Morpher item thus far, so no double path for Ice Cavern to save Sombra.
Triple path will be pretty difficult. Because Deku, you're gonna get hinted. Shadow, you're definitely getting hinted.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Yeah, Sun Song.
Sombra at the moment has got no way of getting into domain as child as well. No scale, no explosives.
Yeah, because we're looking at like what, one Deku, one water, one shadow. I guess you could get a second shadow or second water or third water.
Oh, we just got a dual hint for Ice Cavern on Sombra's side. Wow.
Yeah, and the dual hint's junk. Unless you think Sunsong is useful.
And there's choosing Midas apparently as well, which might have to pay attention more to Sombra's side at the moment. After I was just like, you've got no explosives. It's like, well, okay.
There's the Valley hint.
Yeah, Sombra's actually going to be the one doing the new stuff. TCG's dead. Oh, bomb bag. Okay. Yeah, it was a Deku.
I think Sombra's seen the hint for Goma. Actually, where was it? It was, yeah, one was an SFM, so yeah.
Yeah.
I think you finish up your child section as go DC as adult.
Yeah, I'd be. You've got to do DC. I wouldn't be spending too much time in this child one actually. Like, try and get out of there. I mean, there's not really a lot. I mean, well, you could argue doing the well, but you know, DC is to go, Matt, and you need to complete it. Like, I'd be sharp.
Your warps this seed are very friendly so far, so I would, yeah, just go. We have not seen Nocturne yet.
No.
Or ZL.
No.
So odds of needing Jabu rising.
Yeah.
Obviously Nocturne or ZL will not be on OOT.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because you would need ZL for Shadow, so it can't be there.
And Nocturne for Shadow.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so OOT can't be Nocturne, it can't be ZL, it's not Requiem. It's not Sun, so it's either Bolero or Time.
Yeah, this is getting quite.
Oh, it's a claim check on Ocarina game. That'd be great if it wasn't hinted dead.
That's true with the DMC Foolish.
Yeah. It's AD if Colossus Arch has something, otherwise it's not AD. Because we already have Logical Crossing with Epona and Magic and Hovers.
So, according to my head, it's actually really likely we need to be Jabu because we need ZL and Nocturne.
Yeah, because what song? So we have the Requiem song, so like, I guess if Requiem has ZL and then you have Nocturne in Composers.
Brave. Yeah.
So we might see a crossing. Honestly, just cross put your Furores in GTG and get your ZL.
And look, Sombra did.
Honestly, if it's not ZL, it's probably Nocturne. So I think you have to cross at some point. Required.
Which is slow-ish, but you got the horse, so it's not too bad. You know.
Yeah, you have Serenade, you have Horse. You get FW for GTG, so you don't have to redo it again. And plus, you get to learn if you have AD or not. Because like, if it is AD, you want to know sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Because you have Forest and Fire. Like, if you get to do Forest, or like at some point, you might as well just do it like as soon as you can.
If you're Sombra, would you cross first, or would you go to Ice first?
With their knowledge, you probably cross first because you don't know what's in Ice, and it's not ZL, obviously.
And
obviously, they like Ice is the better play, like in hindsight, but like they don't know that.
Oh yeah, they know that. Yeah, sorry, they know that. Suns is an Ice because of the dual hint, so yeah, you don't even need to do that. A lot of
Jimbo gonna get
information.
their junk song here. I guess they don't know it's Serenade yet, or it isn't Serenade.
Mhm. Now get out of there.
Yeah, I've seen some runners skip like foolish like song locations, like because they know it's Serenade when they have like required water, and I'm always like, why?
Yeah, Serenade is a really good song in some instances.
Yeah, we'll probably see Jimbo go back child here soon.
And he's got this shoes from Mido's, and he's still kind of walking about, so I don't know if he was thinking of going into DC.
Maybe, but you have like no shield, no like actual bombs, no strength, so like
Yeah.
you could do all of DC with shoes, but do you want to? Ooh, there's a
Talking
strength
of
there.
strength.
Well, if they check that and get the strength, maybe then you do DC.
Yeah, I think if you pick up that strength, I think you just do DC at that point.
So I'm pretty sure they know that it's also path to Queen Goma, so at this point you might as well just do that before you, Oh, maybe that's why they're still adult. They want to do DC first for the K-Sword that they know it's there.
Yeah, maybe that you just like, you get lucky and it's in the first couple of checks and you don't waste many chews. And like, it'd be nice getting the sword before you go Shadow Bomb. Jimbo has a temporary freeze at the moment, so...
I'm sure we'll come back to them being in or near DC.
Yeah, it's not too bad because we think Sombre's just going to head into the location that Jimbo's going into, so we're not going to miss him too much.
Yeah, we'll be seeing basically the exact same thing.
Yeah, that ice play really coming up well for Jimbo really early on. I mean, I like it. I think if
Yeah,
you're thinking
I don't know if
that
I would have done it. I would have definitely considered it.
I think if you consider yourself a favorite, then I don't think you would do it. But if you want to take a gamble, then I think it's a pretty fun gamble to take.
It's a lot of hints, and like, while CAC did have a lot of items, we didn't really get like a lot of like early game useful items. We got like 2 magics, both pairs of boots, and a bottle. Like, those aren't like very useful for like the early game. Those are all late game items.
Yeah, people kind of say that the earlier you go to ice, kind of the stronger the ice play is. So going up there straight away is pretty nice.
I mean, Graveyard's basically CAC. Oh, bottom of the well to Bongo. So I guess you do gotta do well.
Okay, so you gotta go here. What are we missing from that then? We're missing something.
We don't have ZL.
Oh, Dins. As well.
Oh yeah, Dins, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant what we're missing for Shadow.
So if I pull up twitch.jimbo, then I should be able to watch Jimbo. Okay. So we can do like a radio commentary of Jimbo's stream, and if I get a Sombra stream as well, then is Sombra just
Yeah, sometimes what
SombreV?
happens with it is that basically like it will freeze for a little bit, and then because it freezes on SGL, it gets like stuck.
I think maybe we should at one of the. Oh, it is Sombra _ vodka. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, currently Jimbo is in the lobby opening the eyes with shoes.
They might be busy when we're done stream at the moment. Okay, so I can tell you that Jimbo is in Dodongo's cavern and has found. Where was the boomerang?
Oh, he's already gone all the way through DC. Okay.
Yeah. The boomerang's in DC, so he has a boomerang. But other than that, nothing else. Hey.
Oh, he like opened. He hit one eye with a chew, not the other, and I guess he's leaving. Maybe he doesn't want to, maybe he doesn't know the setup without a shield and doesn't want to like keep
Waste all
trying.
those chews. Yeah. Yeah, so Jimbo's left DC now. Oh, he's gonna go and buy a shield from Kakariko, I think. And then maybe go back. Night time at the moment, so he's just playing Suns.
Right? Hashtag always buy a shield gaming.
Exactly. It's actually like kind of difficult. If I know you basically get 80 rupees from the Poe button buy a shield straight away, but if you don't do that, then it's actually sometimes can be quite difficult to get a shield. No, Jimbo's not done
That's why I just
DC.
do it like right away. Like sure, sometimes you get like a little stuck because you find like a mirror or something early, but like I like being safe. That's just my personal preference, though. I get not buying one, but like I've lost more time in a lot of seeds. Oh, we have double freeze now. Oh no.
We've got a double freeze now.
I have personally lost more time in seeds than I have like lost to like buying a shield. I have only lost one race ever, like to buying a shield, and that was a Triforce Blitz race, because
Yeah,
it was
it just doesn't happen, doesn't it? Like in that way.
yeah. I mean, the only reason I lost too is because it was like a 0 like 15-19 seed or some garbage like that, like for Triforce Blitz, and I just happened to find the one in DC, like on the 0 step, like 10 seconds slower because of like I got the shield, and then neither of us found the other ones.
See, the thing is, Jimbo like bought a shield, but he just jumped down with a chew onto the face of on the Dodongo head, so he's just like doing that now.
Yeah, and he might have got the shield because he wants to have the shield for the like the whatchamacallit
the
strat.
fight to do the ground jump strat. Yeah. Okay.
I think Jimbo knows how to do it with chews and no shield, but like once you miss it once, it's just easier to do the ground jump anyway. It'd be funny if there's a bomb bag in this chest here. Oh, that's our case sword. Hashtag Deku bomb locked. Jimbo getting bullied by Keys.
Just getting Jimbo's stream back up and running.
Okay, I am ahead because I'm watching his actual stream. I need to put his actual stream more.
Yeah, the actual streams are. You're right.
Yeah. Spoiler: as he gets bullied by Keys in a little bit here.
And now I'm just gonna cover them up until if it breaks again, then if not, then.
I mean, we already know Rudos is required, so like, I'm not surprised that Jabu is early in the seed. Like, I guess it being ZL is a bit harder because then you need scale somewhere, but like, that's not unreasonable to find a scale, like in Deku Tree or something.
Let's go. So yeah, we did find a Kikari sword. I don't know if we actually saw that on Sombra stream. We did pick that up in DC.
Yeah, it's not. Oh no, he found nothing.
It's an ice trap.
Yeah, it's not 100% that is job is required, but it's very likely.
Sombra with a lot of chews now. Wow, it didn't even pause buffer that input. That's really good from Jimbo. You have 4 frames to get that backflip in. So yeah, pretty swish. And he's gonna do a ground jump.
4 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're playing a 20 FPS game, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a fifth of a second. It has a very clean choose strat Dodongo.
Yeah, I've seen many people waste many a chew doing that, and Jimbo just did that.
I don't even
Bang
go for
on,
it. I just
so-
don't think it's ever worth it.
Yeah, on an episode of the podcast, we did like a tricks tier list, and we did put like the KD strat into like don't bother because you just like waste more time than you actually gain from it. I feel like.
And if you could do it like Jimbo does every time, where you just like get 2 or 3 trials, like to beat the boss is not bad. But
yeah,
if you have like a poor success rate on it, it's not worth ever going
That's
for.
not worth it. Mm-hmm.
Bomb Bag was the scrub underneath the bridge for Lost Woods' child. Jimbo's just not gone child yet.
Yeah, he's just heading child now. It looks like playing Prelude.
Hey, we got our Ganon BK already.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess in Sombra and Jimbo, we'll probably be heading into Deku one after each other.
If this was like glitch rule set, we'd be light arrows from Go mode. Just hover over to the cannons.
True, true. Yeah, this is Jimbo's first child one, so he's going to do a lot more like outstanding checks that Sombra's already done. But Sombra's just going to book it to Deku Tree. And then I'm assuming after that he's probably going to go into the well, because the well is path to Bongo.
Yeah, at a glance, Sombra looks ahead, but Jimbo's also done a full Ice Cavern over them.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Ice Cavern is required for at least the hook shot.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Sun Song.
Oh, you got to equip the sword. There we go.
I've done that many times. You just forget to equip sword.
It's like the Mask of Truth check in MM. Like, you don't need to put the mask on. Like, it's kind of just like does it already, and like maybe that could work in Ocarina of Time. You don't need to equip the sword.
Here is a key.
Helpful-ish information for when we.
Yeah, I mean, you could hover
Temple.
Ganon, like the Ganon door, but like that requires a lot of explosive thing. It's like what, 20 or something? It's a lot. Another Valley hint. Yeah, I have not seen anyone ever do the Ganon like boss door like hover. I've been told it is a very stupid hover. That's probably why I've never seen it done. And plus, if you could just hover over Ganon like his boss door, then what's the point of even doing the randomizer?
Can't really blame any routing done from either of this runner at the moment. I think Ice was an option that you could do that I don't think every runner's going to do, but it's a viable option. Sombra's just kind of been going through the motions of adult 1, child 1, picking up stuff to be able to do progression by following the path hints and.
The thing is too, until you find Rudos, like it's not even like in logic, so it's not even that bad to like not do it yet.
Another bomb bag.
Hey, there's the other hook shot. So we know it's long shot in Ice at least, or unless they don't lock each other.
Jimbo's gonna pick up the first bomb bag here, and then pick up the second bomb bag when he gets into the Deku Tree.
So collectively, between Restream or perform both runners, what are we missing? So we know where both hook shots are. We know where irons are. We have irons.
Yeah.
Din's is in shadow, so we're just missing like the song. That's it.
Yeah.
We're missing Nocturne and ZL.
It's not gonna be anything to. It can't be anything to get Nocturne, right? No, it could be.
I mean,
Nocturne could
we
be
don't
in
know for
shadows.
sure where Nocturne is.
Mm,
Oh, did I say Dins is in Shadow? I meant Dins is in Well.
yeah. I knew what you meant. Nah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's in Child Shadow.
Exactly. Jimbo's had a brief pause, but he's back on now. Unfortunately, Jimbo does not have a slingshot, so when Jimbo gets to the top of Deku, he's going to do the baby method of just jumping down and not doing the swag Glundo strat of recoiling onto the top of Deku Tree.
Yeah, I remember watching you do that when I was commentating one of your races. I was like, oh, you definitely learned that from Hundo.
Yeah. But I think a lot of runners, I don't know, maybe if some runners have seen me do that on Restream, maybe people will actually learn to do that now. It might become more common.
No.
Chasing around the scrub.
This guy, you easy target him. The like range is just a little bit higher. But yeah. Yeah, Burning Cack is Epona. No, not Epona. Burning Cack is Requiem. Epona was on Ranch.
Horse was horse. Jimbo, you don't need to do the Navi tech skip. Just open the door. I wonder if he was doing that for me. I don't know.
Do you ever pull out a stick before you go to clip to the vines on like muscle memory?
No. I'm not that good.
Way back in the day, I was practicing like the old 90% back when like you use like the blue warp in Deku to get there as child instead.
Oh right.
And sometimes I still pull out a Deku stick like as I roll to those vines on like memory.
Oh, because
it skips like Navi's like text saying, "Hey, you can climb these."
But that's not actually allowed in the glitchless rule set.
It was. Oh, it was no, not glitches run. It was the 90% run.
Yeah. So I remember, and then like it's like even if you could do it, there's no point because Navi just appears every time you try and climb the vine, and it's just like no point.
Yeah. Well, there's still a few vines you climb, and that's why like you
Yeah.
just don't do very many. Anyways, there's a full Deku tree done for Sombre. Jimbo right behind. Yeah, at this point we don't even know where Ruda's letter is. So I think crossing honestly is the like best like next thing to do. 'Cause, like you just need to find where your songs are now, because we like Nocturne and ZL are hard required. Sombre knows where Suns is. They know where Requiem is. So I guess the worst that you cross and you find Bolero or Time.
Where's a Sombre going here? Is he doing this
Southern Field?
Doing this for the hints? Because this is the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. When they haven't been to River, so they don't have the Cactomorpha. They don't have the Ice Cavernomorpha. So like, I think they only have 2 path hints so far.
Yeah, one of them's the well to Bongo though, and they have storms.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do this and then you play Serenade and we'll walk to well. The Final Frog scent. It's junk.
Yeah, I have a big issue in my routine and doing like these field checks, so I'm maybe it's a me thing, but I would never be doing this.
Personally, I wouldn't do this, but I like get like the logic in doing it. I don't think it's bad. And yeah, like what Drew mentioned too, if downplay is on your mind, then this, yeah, I mean, there's a Cactomorpha hint that they didn't have, although not helpful, but.
That is true, Drew. I will accept that. Analysis. Yeah, look, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's actually, yeah, Drew is just better than us, clearly, or better than me at least. This is pretty big brain.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that the the path that he found there for Morpha is just one that's already fulfilled with the irons.
Yeah, that's a lot of awkward checks kind of done, and now he has the time of day to do Dampe, so I rescind my judgment from previously, and actually Sombra's just better than me. GG's.
Yeah, we are still missing one more path hit between both runners. I guess we don't know what it could be. It could be any of them.
Yeah, could be any of the
it won't be for Deku.
No, it
Well, I
won't
guess
be
it could be. It could be the bomb bag. Like if you found like Lost Woods to Goma, something dumb like that. Because as far as we're aware, that's been a path bomb bag. I think.
The other
bomb bag was in Deku, which is bomb locked.
Which is bomb locked. Yeah. Yeah, it just depends where the other one is. Like some schools for Sombra, like after doing Deku Tree and now Nightcat, getting to 10 is pretty simple. We'll see if Jimbo just goes straight to the well here, or if he does something similar. He's got Suns though, actually, so he doesn't need to waste time today.
Looks like he... Well, he's done ranch yet, so he's gonna go to ranch.
Oh,
like...
okay, right.
Well, you have Serenade, although it might be faster to walk from here.
Well,
now that you've walked all the way out of Kokiri Forest, it's definitely faster. Maybe faster if you went out directly from Deku Tree.
Yeah, he can just save quit out the back of the ranch to get to CAC.
That's right, yeah, I forgot that was the save spawn. 10 skulls is shield.
Shield.
Yeah. I've seen a lot more runners do 10 skulls. I think we've had a lot of seeds lately that have had like something good on 10 skulls in the quals and in the brackets.
Yeah, and kind of in my head, like at the start of the qualifier phase, I was like, if nothing's on 20, I'm not bothering picking up any skulls. And then, of course, that bit me in the ass really early on, so...
Yeah, I got lucky with a couple of the quals. I decided to do 10 early, and it just happened to be like into good items. I think one had like a path bow on 10, and I happened to get it super early. And I just happened to miss something else in the seed that everyone else got.
That's sometimes a thing. Sometimes you get something that everybody misses, but that getting that item means you miss something else that everybody else got.
Yeah. Jimbo getting their opponent song. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jimbo has Serenade too, if any of our trackers want to mark that. Thank you. So yeah, and knowing where Requiem is, it's either ZL or so Requiem has to be either ZL or Nocturne, very likely. So yeah, I think after you do well, you just immediately go, ooh, a bow. That's where SombreV's bow was then. I must have missed it on their side.
Yeah. They got big chest incoming in the well.
Oh, are they not doing well? Oh, I wonder if they don't have the hint because it was in DC and they didn't have, like, they won't use a chew on it.
He didn't save a chew? He didn't use a chew on that?
Oh, maybe. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look at their...
Oh, do they have a... They use Gossip Stone?
They do. They don't have the path.
Yeah, Jimbo doesn't have that path.
I was actually gonna look at their VOD and see if they checked the wall. I'm guessing they didn't check it.
The well is the well, though. It's kind of a...
It is a very high-dense area play.
Yeah, if you don't really have anything to do at the moment, then go into the well is just kind of like an okay play. Doggo. shot. It's not that, because the other one, we've got one hinted on theatre.
There's a strength.
Big chest.
And a hammer. Oh god,
Okay.
his hammer path to
Yep.
we might be going to fire.
Valley is an option. Hammer rocks.
So the only
DMC
downside is that like you could get baited by that hammer, and what if it's a ZL lock check in here?
Somebody need a key, my dude.
Yeah, I think Jimbo might cross first. In honesty, like I think you're very likely to have to cross anyways, and if it's ZL out there, you definitely want that before going well. Again, they don't know that a well is path. But even if you did know well is path, I think you still might want to cross first.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because it's likely to be there. It's like, is it one of two locations? It could be. Could be Jabu. It could be the Prelude song, or it could be at the Colossus.
Yeah. Seeing Jimbo pause on playing Serenade there, this looks like a crossing play. Yeah, so they only found Hammer here, so like that's probably the path, but like you always live with the worry if it's actually like a ZL lock check.
Because like, how much are you going to rely on that hammer? Like, are you going to try and get ZL and then come straight back, or are you going to push kind of the hammer? I think it's a tricky one because you're putting yourself up to doing a whole dungeon big pose instead.
Yep.
That
Big pose
you
is
don't need to do.
dead. Nocturne is Requiem today.
Requiem that we don't need because
We probably don't need.
unless something's on the archway, because Spirit is pre-completed, so there's no checks in Spirit.
Not much can be on there though. Like it could be Dins or light arrows or an item leading to one of those two.
Yeah, it can't be any of the items needed to be
It
Jabu
can't be
or Fire.
Rudos.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it can't be Hammer because we found Hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be lights. That would be brutal.
Yeah, SombreV will get strength 2 here, which is good if they plan on going through to GTG. Honestly, like you might even consider clearing. Maybe not. You definitely set FW and maybe come back later.
Do you think Jimbo does GTG here?
I think you set FW and then you check what is in Spirit, and then maybe you consider it after you see what song is there.
Sombra struggling with this middle lineup in the Bonchi bowling. I'm not seeing this before. You normally just like push it against that left-hand side wooden beam, and if you hit it on the side would face inside, it normally hits the top middle.
I wonder if they have the wrong angle and it's not working. Yeah, that looks better, I think. Yeah.
Oh wow.
They had the wrong angle, I think, from the read the damage.
Nice.
Not that I can complain, I still eyeball all the setups.
Nice.
They usually work. I have not failed a game yet. I've come close, but I've not failed one yet.
I still haven't bothered to learn it as adult. Doors are hard. Yeah, that well stuff is really interesting about not having ZL for it and do cross first for it. It's like, I think if I was in the middle of playing the game, I would just say screw it and just do the well straight away, just like Sombra did. But going for the well first, so you don't have to like go backwards and forwards through ages and movement is an interesting
My
thing.
concern is just getting baited by Hammer, and like if you have the possibility to full clear it, like by doing things like other things first, because like you're very likely to need to cross. So if you're gonna have to cross anyway, you might as well just do it sooner rather than later. And if it's ZL, then you can full clear, and then you know for sure if Hammer's path. Because while Hammer is most likely path, it doesn't have to be path here. It could be like Din's on Dead Hand. And if you start chasing Hammer and it's not there, you just lose a lot of time.
HBA from Jimbo. So he's definitely doing these checks here.
Not even 1800.
Taking my head. This guy's in brackets! BFA.
Yeah, some good meme items there. Some double defense, some blue fire arrows. I think my average score for HPA is like 1650 anyway, so not that I ever go for a high score. I usually just go for like speed rather than like trying to get a high score.
Yeah. So Jimbo is doing GTG. I guess he might in his head need a few items, so he's not just like one item from go mode, so doing the well is a good choice. And then also, once it's done, hopefully you don't need to come back to this area whatsoever. You're just going to be done with all of this.
Yeah, and then I see Jimbo's reasoning for like doing whatchamacallit, doing GGG here. You're just missing. Well, again, he doesn't have the well path, so as far as they're concerned, this could be path for GGG. I mean, for Shadow.
Well, I say he needs multiple items. Actually, he only needs Din's Fire, really.
Yeah, just Dins and Lights, that's all we're missing.
But it's the light arrows, and he doesn't have the path in at the moment for the well, so actually...
I mean, we might need Rudos as well for the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, potentially.
Oh, what if the Hammer's path for this chest here?
Wow. Wow.
That would be such a
you could just skip
huge
the
fail.
well. No.
The path was in DC. Jimbo didn't check it because he only had chews and didn't want to use a chew on the hint stone.
There's a big chest here as well.
Scale.
Not overly useful.
Bomb bag. Okay.
No.
If that was Din's, that would have been crazy.
Ah, that would have been like super kind of niche kind of logic. Jump here and like activating this eye switch from here to go this way. I'd say like 95% of rando players don't even know that the eye switch is even there. They're using this FW nicely. You save a good handful of seconds by using FW in these places rather than save quitting. A lot of keys. I'm not counting. We know that toilet is dead.
A lot of keys.
A lot of keys.
And unfortunately, Jimbo doesn't have strength too, so you can't check the strength block room.
Yeah, true.
Can at least put FW there. Like Sombre will be getting his blue fire arrows, which could push him toward ice.
Yeah, potentially that would actually get a bit of a time save through ice on Jimbo. Did we say like could be big, but we know that it's very likely the well is locking the Din's High, which is our last definite item that we need.
Oh. I get a bullseye here, Sombre.
Yeah. For a pot.
Let's go for a pot.
For a pot. Bam!
There we go.
Like if Sombra pulls out like lights from here, then that would be quite fortunate. Oh, nice little fight there.
Yeah, because
from
then
Jimbo
Jimbo's on a
the
strength
Wolfers.
2 hunt. I don't think Sombre even checks like GGG though. I feel like you just set FW here and leave.
Yeah. He's still looking for long.
Oh, that's true too. It doesn't have the ice. Yeah, they're both missing a path. The other has.
Yeah, yeah.
So because of that, I think they both check GGG, even though
They
that's
both
probably
do
like
it, yeah.
overall not a great play with combined knowledge.
Yeah, so this definitely makes sense.
Yeah, one was in domain, the other one was in fountain. And Sombre has been nowhere near anywhere wet.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they are going to clear GCG as well, which yeah, I said we could see something in the strength room.
Mm-hmm. You never know, could find a strength 3 and we need to do light trial for the light arrows, something like that.
Yeah, so if this is not ZL, then it's pretty much required to do Jabu. Which we don't even know where Ruta's letter is. We have not seen anywhere near it.
Yeah, Sombra's gonna find this big chest and this hammer chest and it's gonna be like, huh? Like, what? So if this
True, I guess you
isn't-
do check the hammer chest here.
If this isn't ZL, then ZL is on Prelude, right?
I believe if it's not here, it has to be Prelude, yeah. Because like, where else could it be?
Can't be in the grave.
Can't be Graveyard, can't be OOT, so yeah, it has to be here.
Oh yeah.
Or it has to either be here or on Prelude.
Yeah. So what would be good for Jimbo here? Would it just be ZL here?
I think he wants
Would
to
be the
see it
best
just here. ZL here, Nocturne, and Graveyard. Like his ideal setup, I think.
Bolero for Jimbo. Oh,
And
what
Fong
Song of Time.
So
Yeah.
we need Ruta's letter.
Alright, add one more item required to the list. He's
I
not gonna be happy
couldn't
about
see what that was on the arch. I thought I saw. Oh,
DC
there's the DC to Bongo path.
Bongo. Yeah, we had that one. Wait.
No, we didn't have that one. DC to Bongo. What else was in
Bongo.
DC? Oh, Rang. Yep. Makes sense.
Oh. So you find out that information at the
You find
same
out as you
time?
find out.
That
halfway.
is so funny. It's like, oh, I have to do Jabu. Oh, here's my hint telling me that I have to do Jabu.
Oh, so you know what's probably in Fire Temple then? Ruda's letter.
Oh, really? Yeah. And then now, oh, so you're saying
Oh,
this
what's
could be
your
Din's fire?
or Ruda's?
No, we don't need
Usually
that.
that's a good find.
Put that away.
Yeah. I mean, it's never bait. It's spirits pre-completed, so it's just always dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So only thing that GGG could possibly have, I was not counting keys, would be toilet now. Actually, that was
So we
hinted
had
dead.
we had a hint. Yeah.
That was a
Mhm.
Deku capacity.
Yeah. That was a nutbag.
Yeah. This looks like well for Jimbo, which is good for them. Yeah. That is the one good thing about the well path over the ice cavern path is that well is very dense and you kind of just go there anyway. Or ice could be a bit.
Yeah, Jimbo's gonna get to do the entirety of the well in his first visit.
And what's gonna push SombreV further away from ice too is that well I guess they'll find it eventually when they go to Jabu, but if they're gonna be looking for Ruda's letter once they find out that that Rangus path, you never go to ice because Ruda's letter can't be there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Fire probably has either Ruda's letter at this point or Din's.
Whatever
Hard
it
to
is,
say
it's a bit of
which.
a. It's gonna be a hunt for one of the items at this point.
Or it's still bait and then it's still Din's and well. That's still a
Still be Din's
possibility.
and well, yeah, and then like, but then like, do you follow that? I know the path is completed, but this is kind of like you go onto this idea of, yeah, I found an item in a path location, therefore I'm going to follow that one just in case there was multiple paths.
Oh yeah, at this point, you check your hammer first.
I know people were like me saying that it would have more WOF points. So
Maybe if you were child and CAC, maybe then you clear and verify, but Skull Mask is dead, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Slingshot. That's right.
Oh, add a slingshot. Yeah.
So I guess it might not be dead. Still, target in the woods.
Yeah, true.
I guess other reason to check GTG as well is water is our foolish hinted dungeon, so most of the dungeons that aren't water are gonna have an item just by pure probability. This is the way it picks foolish hints. I don't think this can be anything. Nope. Yeah, SombreV I think is behind everything that we possibly could need.
Yeah,
Because it's behind ZL. Yeah, it's behind ZL. It can't lead to Nocturne. Yeah. Jimbo doesn't know that, of course, but if that was anything, it would be bait. Yeah, I believe that's the case.
Yeah, because it can't.
Because Nocturne can't be OOT, so yeah. So
Yeah.
we know all the songs then. So Bolero is on OOT. And then Nocturne is on Blizzard Grave. Just by process of elimination.
Where you go?
He's doing chickens.
Side hopping off this ledge.
I'd go for that sometimes, but like it just feels like it feels like it never works out, and then I'm just gonna go throw a nut anyway. So we're gonna find the good and bad news here, or maybe all bad news. I'm not sure how you consider it. We get a peek at what's on the arch this time. Unless he's able to see from the entrance.
Yeah, neither.
He must have gotten to see it already. I don't know what it was at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like bad news for him, but like if it was just Nocturne there, then Jimbo's like so close to being in go mode.
Yeah.
And I think it's too, Jimbo doesn't know that Hammer is possible path here yet either, so like he might not even chase Hammer very well.
Yeah, if he
or I think
finds his
Sombre's
hammer,
gonna be chasing Hammer pretty quickly.
Jimbo's only really in this well because it's a dense location to go.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything else really he could have done. He could have done like Adult Lake.
Yeah, well, I think Sombre's like good hope here is that like Hammer leads him to Ruta's letter, and that Ruta's letter leads him to the long shot hint. That was a slingshot, so no skull mask.
Yeah, Sombre's got nothing left to do other than, well, the next sensible play to do is to go into fire because of the hammer. So we'll see if there's anything else when we see the ZL checks from, or the 2 ZL checks we haven't seen from Jimbo. I haven't actually been counting keys, so I don't know if one of them is definitely going to be a key or not.
I imagine so. Sombre had to go back to to get a key, and that was in a weird spot, so I have to imagine one ZL locked at least. One was in the basement, and then one was in the rubble pile to the right there, so that's 2 of the keys. I'm not sure where the third one was.
Yeah, I'm thinking in my head that Jimbo picks up ZL, but he hasn't got ZL, so we're not seeing the ZL checks.
No.
Was there one in his coffin, maybe?
Wallet was on 20 skulls, so this is 100% in logic. And they have a tunic anyway. I mean, did they physically peek the other ZL check like in the front lobby? That could have been a key there too. Most runners kind of just do the jump over and like look as you jump over if it's a big chest or not, but that could have been a key.
Yeah, it's difficult to see. That is a key sometimes. Yeah, good point from Alex. The next kind of play that Jimbo might do is Forest Temple.
Yeah, it's hard to say if Forest is even that bad of a play. Like,
No?
we don't know if this leads to Rudos or to Din's on Sombre's side, or to either. Honestly, like, it could also be the case where Jimbo finds Rudos in Forest Temple and then has to go back into Well to get Din's. Although I don't know if he ever goes back with ZL without knowing its path.
Yeah, he's got to find another path and
then decides to go to Well over Fire. Well, he is setting FW.
he's thinking about coming back at least. Yeah, he hasn't done any of the Goron City ones. There's a DMC Grosso, and the DMC up the upper trail crater area has 3 hints up there. Depends how eager he is to read those hints, and I think you should push them because you could probably deduce there's not going to be a DC hint from the hints and the medallion layout, and it's likely that one of those hints is going to be for Bongo. Yeah, Jimbo got the slingshot out, so it looks like he's going to do target in the woods. Did he even get a slingshot? Don't even know where he got a slingshot from. Unless he did School Mask.
It was in Well.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was Compass Chest.
Oh,
It's
yes,
compass.
of course. Yes.
I think that's compass at least. I don't remember all the.
No, yeah, you're right, that is the compass chest. The map is in the basement. Bit of a weird order for those, actually.
I mean, the mapping in the basement makes sense on a vanilla standpoint because they probably expect you to fall down at some point.
Oh, true. Okay. Like, you fall probably trying to get that compass chest. Oh, big chest
Or
here.
walking through the middle room, or like there's so many random holes in the top floor that like they probably expect you to fall somewhere.
There's another low. Yeah, child, Goron City checks here. All the bows.
Imagine we find Dins in fire for Ruta's letter in Chalgorn City on the pot.
Yeah, one might just go into the other though. We might find, you know, the Din's fire here in Fire Temple.
Oh my gosh, it's Dins! Doesn't actually help
Child,
Jimbo though. Like they don't have Nocturne,
child.
so it is Ruta's letter in fire,
Strikes again.
or it's probably here in fire at least.
Okay, so.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Like, because Jimbo still has it's something that's probably still here in fire.
So my thing with this, like,
What is this?
Ooh, no, it's a strength. It's a strength.
Oh,
That's strength 3.
well, 2 for Jimbo, but we do know where 3 is now collectively.
Yeah.
We must have saw that earlier, or maybe we didn't see it, and it's just we just happened to run into it.
I didn't think what that strength. I don't think we've been to Lake.
There was a strength in the Ruta's letter spot.
Yeah, and Din's on
Okay, so we do know the hammer is path then. Because nothing else could lead to Bongo at this point.
Could lead to nothing else actually opens anything up.
Yeah, so hammer has to lead to ZL somehow, which, or Nocturne, but I mean in this case it's also ZL. So we're definitely gonna find Ruta's letter here.
So
The problem is when is Sombra gonna check Chalgoron City?
Yeah. Jimbo's gonna spend time doing the rest of this child cleanup. It's not gonna come up with anything.
Yeah.
Sombra's going to walk into probably Ruto's letter here and give him progression to do in Jabu. That might put him to child, and then that might get him to do Chalgoron City.
Yeah, dude, after Jabu just run in and clean things up.
Yeah.
Well, you won't have ZL, so it's kind of like hard to go there. Like you might want to put it off, but oh, Sombra doing the hover boot strat. Nice.
But like, I haven't really timed like how much time that saves, because you're just gonna have to jump down for the side room chest anyway. I guess you can use FW.
It's good if you know that you're key locked and have to come do full first.
Yeah, that's definitely the best thing about it, is that if you do get bow locked, it's a way around it.
Yeah. Or not just bow locked, it could just be straight up key locked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they actually had no keys left, that could have actually been a key lock. That actually might have been what happened. I wasn't paying too much attention. Either they're skipping the lower maze, I think they actually were key locked down there, and that's why.
Oh, did he check the side room door already?
I think so. He didn't check it afterwards, so I imagine he's not just skipping it for no reason.
Okay. me watching Jimbo do domain, even though I know there's not going to be anything there. Like, I should probably be watching Sombra.
The only thing new we're gonna see from Jimbo here is Frogs 1. The key on highest score on.
Yeah, we know Pierre has a key. We're not doing that.
What is on compass chest? Heart.
Oh, it's hammer.
If Hammer's no Hammer has to path, I think at this point.
I think so. Yeah.
There's no other Hammer checks left that would be anything.
Yeah.
I think Wolf has to be a key.
Yeah, I don't know what the key situation was on the hammer loop.
I mean, if they did the chest skip because of the key layout, then this has to not be a key up here. I'm just trying to think, like, if this for some reason isn't, if for some reason isn't a, like the Ruda's letter, then what else can Hammer unlock? I can't think of anything. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not Gorilla Valley.
Oh, you're right. There's I think there's a scale inside Well too, right? No, it's GTG. Nah, it's probably here. Which, I mean, given Jimbo's remaining locations, Fire is probably looking somewhat appealing.
Yeah, I think Drew's kind of right in chat though, thinking that he's going to do Forest first, and that's what we kind of mentioned before. Like, you've got Minuet, you don't have Bolero. There's a big chest here.
Yeah, but I think Sombre's going to run into the same boat. Like, do you do Forest Simple or do you do Child Cleanup?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's going to be able to do Jabu, and if he does the Child Goron City, then he's going to be like, Sombre's got a much better opportunity, and there is Ruto's ladder.
Yep. So it was Hammer Path.
Yeah. So Sombra's going to like do some Jabu checks, but he's actually in a really good position now to walk into that Dinspire and Child Goron City. So this is kind of flips on its head pretty quickly. Jimbo picking up that Dins, but he's going to be doing some stuff that he doesn't know because he's missing a path.
Yeah, it's going to come down to does Jimbo do Fire Temple or Forest Temple first? And then does Sombre do Child Goron City after Jabu?
Yeah, I don't know in Jimbo's situation whether pushing for the hints is actually a smart play generally when you're missing a hint, and the likelihood of it being for that boss is pretty good. Was that final bomb bag that we found bomb locked? GTG
where was it at?
The GTG hammer chest.
Hammer. Actually, I don't think that was bomb locked.
I can't think of a.
Because we started with Storm, so yeah, it was not bomb locked.
Mm-hmm.
But bombs can't be hinted path through DC anyway, because it's a medallion.
Yeah, but it could have been Path to Shadow.
True, yeah.
Because I'm just kind of thinking, not only is the likelihood for the path going to be for Bongo, actually, what is it going to pick out of the selection? You know, running out of kind of options potentially.
Yeah, here's Forest from Jimbo, it looks like. Nope, never mind, could be Fire here. I don't hate it, like, Fire, I think is a bit more dense than Forest. Forest is the flow.
Yeah, he's just picked up the ice cannon to morph him now. Oh yeah, Sombra has to do ice as well.
Yeah, I think it's like that ice hit might push him like away from Child after
Yeah.
he clears Jabu.
Yeah, because after you do Jabu, you're pushing the ice to Morpher, aren't you? You're going to do that. So actually, I think you're right. That might push him really well from the Child Goron City.
Because if you clear Jabu here, then immediately like warp out to go adult, like when do you go back Child?
I think Jimbo's heading to Goron City because he hasn't done these maze checks.
Could be that too, yeah.
Really, you want to? Yeah, I was going to say you want to check this Medigoron, and when you're doing this, you're doing hint stones as well. So this is kind of smart. Big foes, unfortunately, for Jimbo. Yeah, Sombra's going to be thinking quite nice now because he's like, right, I've got a progression dungeon to do. That could have my item that I need. I then got a path location to check. Not only could that find the hook shot, but that might find the other item I'm looking for as well, just coincidentally.
I mean, I don't know, Drew. Like, if you're hunting for items, like, if you're already climbing to compass the highest Goron, like, I don't see why you don't just do hammer chest too. Like, what's your better play? Go into forest. Like, they both don't feel that great. Nope. Oh, Sunsong, never mind.
Sunsong's...
I thought it was warping to forest.
Yeah. He's...
Oh?
I think he is warping to forest.
Yeah, this is forest.
He's starting to do forest over fire, which I don't
He does not have the Well-to-Bongo path, no. So the only way this is good for Jimbo is if Light Arrows is here deep in forest.
Have long shot Jimbo, don't need to do this.
Nothing else can really be in here except for like fire arrows bait.
Yeah, Bones is right. Could light arrows in here might save him sometime.
Again, I don't think even Jimbo even needs a bailout. Like, SombreV still has to make the choice to go to Child Goron City after this. And again, because they just found the Ice Cavern path, like, who knows if they actually continue on.
I wonder how many child checks SombreV has left, because he's probably got the late child checks. He may just decide to do, like, just get child done with and be like, right, I'm just going to do every single child check, and then I just don't need to come back child ever again.
Possibly.
If he's got Child Goron City and Lake and he's got Serenade, then...
Yeah, but again, too, like he might want to push because he's gonna get his long shot in ice, and then no, I don't think you do that because what if it's just Dins in ice and that leads to long shot in shadow? Like,
true.
So I don't
you're
think you ever
being
clear
in
Child after this, unfortunately. Not before doing ice, at least. Especially in SGL, where like, I feel like it's better to like, to chase the jet before you like full clear in SGL settings. Typically,
I think that's truer in qualifications. I think in a 1v1 race it might be slightly different.
maybe I feel like in quals you want to play safer. I don't know. There's a strategy to things.
Because you're also looking for light arrows, and what would be a real pain in the ass is getting a light hint and it's in Goron City and you have to go and change ages again. Big chest.
Or lights are here.
Or lights are here, yeah.
Or the stone.
Or the Stone of Agony's here.
or all of Jim, all of Chuckles' Eternal's agonies are here, just sitting in Jabu.
All my agonies are in this commentator booth. It's a joke on you now. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what SombreV does after this, actually.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in their shoes, I would immediately go ice, and it's gonna be real hard to ever go back to child after that, though.
Yeah, because if you do that, then you're doing forest afterwards.
Because again, too, like so you were unlocking ZL after you finish Jabu. Like, do you really go? Because we don't know what Darunia gives. Do you really go to Chalgorn City, like, and then orphan Darunia?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can't do everything. You can't do everything in child, so my kind of mindset only works if you can do everything. And if you are going to be leaving stuff behind, then there's no point in just clearing it all up.
Yeah, because if you did want to do Goron City for some reason, you'd want to like age change to adult, get your ZL, then age change back and go to Goron City. Like that doesn't feel like a reasonable play. It's the correct play to win the seed, but like it doesn't feel like a
In the
reasonable
long
choice
run.
you'd make in the situation with their knowledge.
Yeah.
Unless your reasoning was like Chalgorn City has screwed me over too many times, I'm going back.
And that, I mean, that's a thing. It's a real thing. So.
Oh, Chalgorn City is screwed, including me. Thousands of runners.
Even today, I had to get a hook shot from rolling Goron with strength.
Oh, I mean, not in logic, obviously, but oh,
There's
I mean,
the
there's
light
lights.
arrows. Okay, so
Yeah, it's required for. It's not very deep.
that's very, very early forest. That's like what, a quarter of the way into the time spent doing Forest Temple.
Yeah, but so at least part of this forest dip is required. Problem is that Jimbo's gonna clear all of it anyway, and now we know there's nothing past that chest.
Yeah, and it helps him that he won't need to go and get the hint, come back to Forest Temple, then walk back again. Yeah, the rest of this is going to be an absolute dud. It doesn't matter, but Jimbo has the mirror shield for the tracker as well.
Yeah, not that mirror can do anything.
No.
I mean, if they're actively using mirror, then something has gone horribly wrong this seed. Yeah, I think you're right. I think my prediction is Jimbo takes it just because of that Din's location and how I think SombreV's gonna route this, but you never know. Jimbo still does have to make the choice to do fire and climb all the way up fire. So I think going into fire makes sense. I don't know about climbing all of fire. People do hate hammer chests quite a lot.
Yeah, I think Sombra generally, I know he's had a bit of a couple of issues with that Baronade, but I think generally his execution has been really good. That was kind of one of the things I was looking out for watching him for the first time today, seeing how he is execution-wise. He's definitely got enough
it's been very
execution to hold his own.
You can even fault someone for Baronade. Sometimes Baronade just does real dumb things to you.
Exactly, yeah. I didn't actually see if he did box skip, but
I don't believe so, but I was not watching that closely.
yeah, even
I also don't think box skip is ever really worth it.
No.
If you are like 80% successful on it, then maybe, but I'm not that good. Or more that I don't want to like invest time to learn a trick like that to like what? Like
seconds.
Learn how to save like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of those things where like you save 8 seconds, but you could lose a minute.
Meanwhile, the recent trick I did learn, not for this game, but for MMM, was learn how to do a Goron water wheel. and I actually
Oh,
had
yeah.
my new PB for Great Bay. I got two George in just under 6 minutes.
Ooh.
It was like 5:45 or something.
Yeah, that was one of the tricks that I never learned. I just like turn Zora, pull the turntable thing. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's why I typically have been done. So I learned it because I think that's like the one trick that actually like saves you quite a bit of time.
So Sombra is adult. He did not complete any more child checks after Jabu, so he's now in Lost Woods.
Yeah, I think if their chance to go child is after doing ice and getting long shot and doing water.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
where
they're
you
heading
might
towards
make the
ice.
choice to do child cleanup over forest.
So Sombra's actually going to save a lot of time in Ice over Jimbo because one, he has blue fire arrows, and two, he doesn't need to do. Well, maybe... do you get Sun Song
I mean,
for one check?
depends how safe you want to be. It's not that much slower, and like, if Dins was ever there on like Sun's grave, then you're just screwed.
Yeah. Does he have FW placed anywhere? Probably.
Yeah, Lights is in the well check in forest, so it's pretty early on. So even when somebody finds it later, they don't do forest, and they find it on Ganon, it's not that big of a time loss.
Okay, BFA. The Lord's greatest invention.
Somebody have FW somewhere else? I don't think so.
I can't see a
You
reason
could.
where he would FW would be anywhere because he's done all the fire, he's done all the GTG. He's not been to IGC yet.
Yeah, I think his FW should be open.
Mm-hmm. And he could FW in depth. Yeah.
Oh, is this fire arrows for Jimbo?
Let's go. Slingshot. It's a
Shoes.
pack of shoes.
I hate big chests having shoes.
It's so interesting because I've just played a League Seed and they're in small chests, and it's kind of like I've got to get back used to these being in small chests. It's like once you've played with one, it's hard to get back in the mindset of playing with the other.
I mean, my strat for that kind of thing is just never look for shoes.
Really?
I never open small chests for shoes now.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. I don't think you ever skip Sun Song because like it's not that much lower to get it, and you don't want to be in the case where Din's is on Sun's grave and you just never get it.
It's like how much time is going to be spent on doing that one check?
Yeah, but where else are you gonna go? Like you're gonna like, I guess you rush Water Temple, but like it's like 4 checks.
Okay, Forest. What's the other checks?
You have a force like it's like 15 minutes for 8 checks, where like you're spending 2 minutes to get your Sun's song here. It's like the same amount of time.
I don't think it's.
Oh right, water's foolish. You're right. I forgot about that. So yeah, you're not even hunting in water.
I think it's 3.5 minutes.
Is it that long? I guess we could time it.
We can time it. If he does it,
yeah,
we can
time it.
it.
Alright, we'll time it from when he leaves. He gets back into the center room from wherever when he goes last.
Well, I think he could put FW in the map room, so it's from the map room.
FW doesn't help at all in ice because it's like one big room.
Yeah, it pushes you right to the start, doesn't it?
That's why when you get blue fire at the end and void out to go back to the front. That's why you go to the front because it's just one room.
Yeah, it's just one room. It's one room, even though there's a door.
Well, there's a door at the end of Ice Cavern, I guess. Or actually,
Yeah,
you're right. Because
you go through
leave
the
and
door
you still
and
go out the
come
front.
back.
So yeah.
Mm.
I guess he is leaving.
He gone.
It's a little surprising. I guess you're betting on one check. It's what I was discussing earlier. I think it would be interesting. I'm not sure I would like it, but an interesting thing for this game would be to have a designation similar to Majora's Mask, where like your always hints tell you if the item's required or not. Because like, imagine if you had Sun Song required, and you know that you need that Sun Song.
Yeah, we had this discussion earlier. So I think it adds enough intrigue into the game to not tell you if that is required or not. But I agree for it in something like MMR, when there are just so many one-item locations that you just like need to know if you need.
That's true. MMA, I guess, has like 20 Sun Songs.
Yeah, yeah. Like if that wasn't in MMR, and it's just like, oh, this has got the Keaton mask. It's like, well, I've got to do it because it's a check. Like. No, but it would be a cool thing, even if it just gets implemented into the thing, whether it just gets used or not. Is like,
yeah, I might look into how difficult to be to implement, just like a personal branch. Maybe it ends up as a feature or like a cosmetic setting or something. Or not cosmetic, but a setting. Never know.
See if Jimbo does the 0 cycle here.
Yeah. I imagine if I spent the time to make that as a setting, I imagine someone's dev branch would probably merge it. Maybe not into main dev, but like maybe someone's random branch, like Rob's or something.
Jimbo actually has BGS to this now, is there no point in even doing the 0 cycle?
Nope, it's Phantom getting down. I imagine Jimbo goes fire next. So like, where else do you go?
Yeah, there's not a lot of options.
Maybe some random child checks left. Like not much.
Yeah, OGC.
I think yeah, shoot the sun left, but you don't ever check that because you know it's behind Rita's letter.
Said that already, Drew.
Yeah, this is like Fire Temple.
Shit, yeah, we don't have 0. Fuck. Alright, I still snipe Drew.
See, what you do is you play Saria song in front of the fairy fountain that she gets so annoyed at you. This thing gives you the item just to get you out of there.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, let's see where this BK is. I mean, I don't know if Sombra's actually used FW in water yet, but keeping
They put
FW...
it in the boss room.
They put it in the boss room, yeah. So you don't even put it in ice because you've put it in a handy location here.
Yeah, it's gonna work out, but Sombre is basically just assuming a Sun Song is never needed for the seed. Which I think it's a reasonable risk to make.
Okay, Jimbo is in fire.
Yeah, which is a clock for Sombre, because this letter is gonna be go mode for Jimbo. Now it is all the way up fire.
Yeah, he has a long way to go in Fire Temple, and he's gonna free the Gorons as well. Wow, you can just like see that chest as a has anybody done that before? Like open that door from an angle that you just like see through the door. You can just like quit straight away.
I've seen it like as you open the door before, not like through it like that.
You need to, yeah, need to recreate that. That was that's a time save.
There's Bosky.
Okay.
Oh, did Jimbo not do Goron Pot with Dins after that? That's kind of funny. And that's your actual last location.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not enough processing speed in Jimbo's brain for that. Or clearly doesn't use Solis Tracker. Boss key. Let's see Sombra's Morpher here.
Quick grab.
Know that doing Morpher terribly can cost you a race. Not bitter.
Chuckles will never be bitter at anything. Too jolly of a guy.
Yeah, I was actually delighted. Like, I was like, 16 minutes next to Say, like, fuck yeah, alright, cool.
Yeah, I agree with Drew, especially when it's like a weird way of doing the check. Like, you don't typically think of like Dins as the way to do Goron Pot.
If you have like Solis Tracker, you would put like Din's Fire in there, and then it would come up that you can do that check, and it's like not even using your brain. It's just like using.
Yeah, I think if it
robots
was
at
Song
that point.
Insanity and Goron had like ZL, maybe you think about it, but definitely not with Dins. Because I wouldn't.
It's the one that happens a lot as well. It's like you pick up storms in the in SFM, and then you forget that the scrubs are in that Storms Grosso. Jimbo's going to be pogging off for this big chest. That is, I think it's a bow. Yeah.
Not. Oh my gosh, a third bow. He's so excited.
Yeah, he's delighted. He definitely won't be going, fuck's sake! This game stinks!
Yeah, basically SombreV has until Jimbo climbs all fire and does Jabu to find this Dins. Oh, and water. I guess actually is a pretty healthy lead because he did water as well.
Is that something that Sombra's not done yet, though?
Forest Temple.
Forest, yeah. Is that all that time, just like Forest Temple? Wow. So he will need to get the light arrows from Forest Temple if he does that before getting the Din's Fire.
Yeah, I think Jimbo's done a bit more overworld too, but
I think Jimbo's basically out of overworld at this point. This is a cool strat. Sometimes I just kind of think you may as well just ground jump. I don't really know how much time you save.
maybe 3 or 4 seconds to do the actual ground jump.
This is when my kind of the new thing that I'm pushing is remove.
I thought Sombra was going child there.
Remove ground jumps from being allowed in rando.
Oh, I think he's checking OGC before doing child. So this could be it. He could be going child before before forest. That could be a huge boon.
Yeah, he actually has the L.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what kind of world we'd be in rando if we didn't have ground jumps allowed.
People can stop relying on the crutch that is ground jumps and actually have to learn some tech for a change.
You definitely see a lot higher skill ceiling in a lot of different areas like ice and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what song Sombra plays out of here. Is it going to be Prelude or is it going to be Minuet?
Yeah. It looked like they're already planning to go child, so I imagine they're going to go child after this, unless they decide to change their mind. Oh? Okay, this is Prelude.
This is rocking. The Market Grotto, has he done that?
I don't know if they've done field or not. They did GG, but they might not have checked those grottos on the way.
There's Madge about something. There is a big Poe hint, yeah.
Oh, Jimbo, don't go that way. Oh. Oh, I guess he didn't think about putting FW down, because I was a key on either way.
Freeze on Sombra side.
I wonder if Jimbo realized the FW thing as they left, they walked out the door and then realized there's a lock on each side.
Oh, Sombra's heading to River.
I don't know what's in River that they're going toward. Have they not been to River this whole time?
Well, yeah, Jimbo did this really early on. I think Sombra's just like gone through, just gone straight to ice and hasn't done these river checks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where's Jimbo's FW?
So I think what happened to Jimbo is that they jumped to get to the map chest to get the key there. They should have put FW to get back up, but they probably just like mindlessly walk through the door and then realize that there's a key door to each side, and then the FW doesn't save them anymore. And so they kind of had to like use a key to get out of there and then get a different key. I think that's what happened at least.
Has all the castles.
Jimbo is approaching Ruda's letter. And by approaching, I mean it's still got about another minute to go.
I wonder if that tree down at the start of the river.
Like adult CAC, maybe for shooting gallery. Oh, I guess to pick Nocturne up too. You got to do that eventually anyway.
So when Jimbo gets this letter, it's going to be in go mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although he is pretty far behind in progression. He has a whole Jabu and water to do.
Sombra Vodka is heading into Graveyard.
He's getting Nocturne.
Okay.
You have to get it eventually anyway, so you might as well just do it now while you think what you're going to do next.
Okay, we'll see what he does after that. Because he ain't going in.
I mean, it's either force or like
anytime
child cleanup. I mean, he needs to do both. The problem with doing forest first is that you're going to clear all of it. Not just to ice or to light arrows.
Yeah, Jimbo's pouring a little bit of time back. This is gonna be really close.
Yeah, it's going to be getting there.
Both gonna have to walk to go and get an upset at some point.
Yeah, it's out of the way, unfortunately.
Yeah, the well is path to Bongo still. If you go Child, then you can complete the rest of the well.
Oh, you might think maybe it's not just hammer, it's also in the... Interesting. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, this is
Well,
forest.
this is Minuet. This will be rough. Jimbo's going to get some Jabu time in while Sombra's in.
Yep, that is go mode for Jimbo.
Yeah.
That is a long go mode.
It is a long go mode. It's Water Temple, it's Shadow Temple.
And Jabu.
And Jabu. Wow, yeah. That's gonna be squeaky bum time. See how, and you know, this is actually like Jimbo's probably his strong suit, is just like out and out execution. Like, don't let him think, just let him press the buttons, just make him do, and he'll actually fly through this.
You get to skip ring chests on the way through. Maybe we'll be lucky and actually have a go mode shadow for once. You know, and you won't because we're in go mode, so we never get that. Yeah, so I guess recently I had a very interesting Jabu in the Francophone tournament. I had we had both Dungeon ER and Boss ER, and I had Ring path to, I think, Morpha or some boss that wasn't Baronade. So I knew it wasn't Baronade at the end of Jabu. So after I checked all the ring checks as child in Jabu, I went back to adult and used hovers to basically skip Big Octo. That was my big brain Jabu play of the day. This is in Hot Rodder.
Yeah, we're just kind of cycling through stuff we've seen on both sides. Jimbo's in go mode, 3 dungeon go mode. So we use the FW strats here. I've never timed this to actually know if it saves anything, and if so, how much it does save.
Oh, the FW there?
I guess it depends how quickly you do the tentacle room, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's faster than doing. Oh, there's lights. I'm not sure if it's that much faster than putting FW here after this room.
So the rest of this forest is time sync for Sombra, but in this time sync, Jimbo needs to do water and Jabu. So what, the rest of this forest temple is...
It's probably about even. The problem is that Sombre still needs to actually go to where Din's is.
Yeah, true, yeah. It depends like what order that Sombra does that. He may do the well first because it's path to Bongo. That probably would be the logical starting point.
Yeah, and I agree with Mel. I think you go well first to fully check your path area.
I was gonna do, wow, just nailed that first time, getting that.
Yeah. Once you learn like the trick and timing for the hover boots or roll, it's actually relatively like free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I haven't failed. I think I failed like once in the past like 20 tries. I definitely failed it a lot at first. It was not an easy trick to learn when I first was trying to learn it.
I'm gonna get in the reverse throw of the boomerang there, that actually recovers it very well. And Jimbo made that look... Oh, he got 0 nuts there, Jimbo. Made that look a lot easier than...
oh, he didn't...
Rudo!
He didn't talk to Rudo to reset her after the first room. But it's definitely not a time save now.
Now it's a time loss. Jimbo's gonna be like, hello? Where are you,
I think
Rudo?
usually what you do with that setup is that you take her to the rank chest afterward. And then just didn't do that because you don't need a check rain check.
So one thing, when you do it once, you won't forget it again. A bit like when you walk out of Lon Lon Ranch doing chickens. Or you walk out of Talon's house. Hey, Neff. You do that once, then
That
you
is
won't
the
do
second
that
time it's
again.
happened to me, actually, not the first time. The thing is, I knew it, and I told myself to be careful with it, and I decided to not be careful with it, and then I immediately got punished.
Like, the button says open. Yeah, I've actually been quite nice to Jimbo today. Sombre's child. This is the well.
Oh, did he
Wait,
leave
Sombre's
Forest there?
child? He left Forest?
Yeah, looks like it. It must not have been very many checks, or maybe he realized that this path and decided to go here.
Yeah, because I guess, like, once you know that there isn't many items left in the Forest Temple, it's like,
Yeah, I
what
didn't see the
is
key
the
layout. I
time
imagine
sink?
there's not very many checks left in there for him.
Yeah, and that's why you do 3 key forests, because you know that's guaranteed an item. That's one of the guaranteed item locations. As
We got the
don't
legendary
see
double freeze.
the double freeze. I can tell you that Jimbo is on the way to fight Baronade, and shockingly, Sombra is in the well.
Good analysis.
And lo and behold, here are the 2 runners in these locations. Yeah, you do like a cost benefit analysis that, like, okay, there's only 2 more items in Forest Temple, or 3 more items, and those 3 items are going to take me 7 minutes to get. I may as well do locations where actually there is
Yeah, that could be Sombre's bailout because by the time they check dead hands, Jimbo will be about done with Baronade, so he is basically a water temple ahead. And the boss key is not in a terrible spot in water. It's in like maybe a 4-minute dip.
So there is a key in the well. One of these checks was actually a key. So there was only 1 item in here. And Summer Vodka has played Minuet, so that would indicate that he's going towards Child Goron City. He's actually got a few checks here in Lost Woods to do as well. He's just checked Target in the Woods, which was a bow. Like, I actually don't know when Sombra comes back where he's actually going to be, because with the delay and stuff like that. But I can tell you that he is in Child Goron City. Jimbo's also frozen right here, and I can tell you that Jimbo is an adult. He is. He's not played Serenade though. He's walking out the front. Oh, he's got to get Nocturne anyway, so you may as well play Serenade, get in Nocturne. And that's it. That's Hot Rodder for Sombra. 2 hours. He has picked up Dinsfire, and he is off into the Shadow Temple. Jimbo has a whole Water Temple to do. So
Go advance to the next slide, please.
next slide, please. Okay, Sombra has turned adult. Jimbo is walking through Kakariko to head into the graveyard. And yeah, Sombra just playing Nocturne. So yeah, a whole Water Temple.
It's a very sizable lead. I wouldn't say insurmountable, but it's in Sombre's hands.
Okay, we've caught it with Jimbo. Jimbo's back.
Yeah, honestly, Sombre deciding to dip Forest there was his best play there. I'm actually a little shocked that was the decision they made, but
well, he's done like both. He skipped Ice and he skipped that Forest. So because he did both of those things, I'm not surprised. He's almost like, I've already taken the gamble on one location. I may as well keep taking the gamble. And eventually that burns you, right? It will be in one of those positions eventually in a seed. But today, actually skipping those really slow checks and like focusing on the shorter checks has, he's taken this gamble here and it's been paid off in the seed. Okay, so Jimbo's actually going to do Nox Shadow first, actually. So he's heading into the Shadow Temple following getting Nocturne.
That makes sense.
I'm watching the runners at 2:02, so I'm actually a bit ahead. Jimbo's back. So Sombra's about a minute. I'm watching Sombra at like a minute ahead of where we're seeing Jimbo. But he is in the Dead Hand room. And with BGS, Dead Hand is a swipe and a charged sword attack, so that was easy enough.
I
No
believe it
keys.
is Sir Nyquil, but let me double check the schedule while we're waiting for the next slide to appear.
Yeah. Jimbo slides are coming to us. Sombras are not at the moment. Yeah, so no keys in the back of Shadow Temple. Sombra's now pulling the Truth Spinner. Let's have a look. First try Truth Spinner from Sombra, getting that RNG.
So it looks like our next match for SGL on the schedule is What the Hell Happened versus Master Alex on tomorrow, 1:15 Eastern. We don't have volunteers for the rest of them because they're still in the future. So we have on Wednesday at 2:15 Eastern, Sponge versus Icola. I believe that's a round 2. So I think we're starting round 2 after tomorrow's.
Yeah, how was
We
Alex's the
have
last match?
on Thursday 7:15 Eastern, Alfalfa versus me. And then on Friday at noon 15 Eastern, Exodus versus Volk.
Some good matches coming up.
A lot of good players in that section there. Everyone except for that Netherian guy. Everyone else very good.
Yeah, he sucks. Everybody knows foxes can't play rando.
Exactly.
They don't have any thumbs.
Yeah.
Right,
Most of those
is...
still need. So tomorrow's is all set on volunteers. The rest of those do need volunteers. So if you want to help with the channel, you can look in the Speedgaming Live Discord. We'll happily take more volunteers. I believe if you want to help with commentary, there's a small little video recording to do. Otherwise, tracking. They'll take anyone.
I don't think there is actually a recording to do for SG. I think they
Maybe
just let
not.
anybody in.
They might have to know who
Yeah.
you are, but we will. But always can use more volunteers.
Okay, Sombra is heading towards the silver rupee, the second silver rupees one, the one with the invisible blade, with the like. So he's in there. Jimbo seems to be okay now. We've got Jimbo here heading towards this next section. I don't need to explain. You can see it. I'll continue explaining what Sombra's doing. I actually don't have chat anymore, so I don't actually know what any of you are saying. Okay.
I've been called out for my shameless plug, and that's about it.
Something I would shamelessly also plug. Nath, got him. All right, Sombra is collecting another set of silver rupees, and this bloody Shadow Temple's got a lot of silver rupees, right?
Oh
The
yeah.
third set of silver rupees around the Beamos. He's just voided from being crushed by a crusher.
Yeah. The devs are like, yeah, we don't need silver rubies for a while in the game. And like, oh, now we've got like halfway through the game. We'll just put like 2 or 3 puzzles or more in every dungeon. Got
That's
2 in
just it.
ice. You got what 4 in shadow, I think, right?
4 in
1, 2,
shadow.
3, 3 in shadow. Got like 3 in
No,
spirit
4 in shadow.
temple.
You got the first. You got the one on the left hand side after the hollow boots. You've got the invisible spinning blades. You've got the crusher room, and then you've got the next room after that where the shadow
Invisible Blaze
follows.
doesn't have rupees. It
The
does on an MQ.
No, the invisible blade room has silver rupees in it. No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
I'm
No,
thinking
it
of the wrong
doesn't.
room. You're right. Yeah, I'm thinking of the one that Jimbo's in right now as the invisible blade room.
No, you are actually right. That room doesn't have silver rupees in
There's a lot of silver
it just
rupees.
has
Okay.
enemies to kill. It just has enemies to kill in it. No, Jimbo is not ahead in shadow. Jimbo is behind in shadow. Jimbo is about a room behind in shadow.
Yeah. I guess the biggest question to ask Sombre will be what made them decide to just leave Forest when they did.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed the answer, but I'm just kind of curious, like what their reasoning behind it was. Like maybe they really wanted to push the well check, and that was like their main like push toward child, and then it's kind of like cleared child as they were there. That'd be my guess.
Jimbo is actually doing a good job in, like I said, in this execution game versus Sombra. He's definitely cooled off maybe 15 seconds. Oh, I have music.
Yeah. Oh, there's pause actually while they're catching up. Actually, they're almost in the same room.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have the runners back.
Yeah, they're actually be exactly a room apart here because that was like the 4th rupee. Yeah, that's like a 15-second difference. Obviously, Jimbo has a whole water behind.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more than Jimbo needs to really catch up even more time executionally, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
You never know. I've seen weirder things happen in Rando. I will say a death anywhere is unlikely because we have 6 hearts of double defense. I have seen a lot of runners mess up on Ganon lately, though.
Mm-hmm.
Of all places to screw up, like it's kind of like interesting seeing a lot of runners just miss Ganon. Oh no, she was off of it.
Yeah, we've changed audio to Jimbo, so we've moved away from the vanilla music.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Jimbo was gonna be a little bit of time caught up from using a shoe there, but the first shoe didn't work. That peak underwater though, Mel, is so like hard to do sometimes. I struggle with that peak with iron boots.
Yeah, the sea up is very weird to time.
Just your roll is so much slower. You can just walk into the corner to like peek through the wall? I did not know that. The classic for Shadow, we do not have the boss key, so we are not skipping the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, for this not being an ADC, we kind of almost do AD anyway. He did all of fire. Jimbo did all of forest.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, yeah. Jimbo has basically, other than killing Volve, would have done all dungeons. I know as a runner you'll be getting to like 210 in these settings, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, the other guy's just gonna finish any moment now. I think Jimbo in the end is going to be about 6 minutes behind.
Yeah. Honestly, that one missed hit in DC is what cost Jimbo a lot.
Yeah, and it's like you can scum that chew as well. It's like you can get into a good position where you can just open DC, use a couple of chews in the first couple of checks, and then just scum them away. It's actually one of the very few places that I actually scum my chews.
I tend not to scum shoes. I would probably just use the chew on the hint there anyway, but it depends. 10 shoes is not a lot. But again, I also wouldn't be going for DC like with KD would choose, so I guess if you're planning to do KD, you want to make sure you have enough choose for that.
Yeah.
In case you miss a couple times.
Alright, here's a BK. Skip the back floor master.
No manager today.
I'm just avoiding just calling that the manager as well. I was like, what would I call it? The back floor master?
It's the first seed in a while I've seen that we didn't have a required Ganon's Castle for anything.
Yeah, we had the BK section done really, really quickly. Yeah. No light arrows in there.
Like literally just DC to get your boss key today.
Yeah, it's been some good aggressive play calling from Sombra in this later game. I've quite enjoyed that. I know me as I would define myself as being ultra safe as a runner.
Yeah, I definitely would have full cleared forest in their shoes, I think. I think it's honestly the better play overall, but just happened to work out that Child DC was the answer. Unless your reasoning was to go to well first because of the path location. That I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, neither of them are wrong plays. Just I think that's just my preference on it too, I think.
Music from Jimbo side. Another thing with Jimbo probably taking the L here as messes up mine and Mel's prediction even more. So we had Jimbo somewhat jokingly going through in our prediction. But not jokingly, it's only because we having the banter with him. All right, Jimbo's having a still moment. I can tell you that he is doing. He did the compass chest first, actually. So he did compass first, which you know is nothing. It's a key. Now heading towards the map chest. Sombra has also frozen as well, so we've got more freezies going on. But Sombra is in the middle of climb.
So it was a minor lead with the assumption they clear all forest. It was ended up being a lot more than that.
Yeah, Sombra did something that we didn't expect in leaving Forest Temple when he did. Alright, we're back.
Yeah. I think if SombreV full cleared forest, it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, if he did the whole of Forest, this would be pretty neck and neck, I think.
Actually, I think Jimbo would have like a minor lead, probably like 2 minutes or so. If that was the case.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, because Jimbo's going to get into climb, I think, before the end.
Yeah, and plus this still is a pretty minor lead. Like in Rando, a 3 or 4 minute lead like this is like not a massive lead.
Yeah, like seeds being decided by 5 minutes is like, you know, they're close seeds in the end of the day. Like,
It looks like we'll have both Jimbo and SombreV once the restream is caught up here. Just as a reminder, all SGL races are on a 15-minute delay, so both runners are done with the seed. We're just kind of waiting on them to catch up with the restream. We'll have both of them in for an interview, so if you have any questions for them as they come in, feel free to let us know, and we'll make sure they answer those for you.
DGS in this room can be frustrating sometimes. Yeah, should be an easy Ganondorf fight with the big Goron sword. Yeah, gets that down. First try.
Jimbo's routing here too is a little unfortunate.
Yeah, he's checking the speed.
Not that it's a bad routing, it's just unfortunate from where the Bosky is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably the way that Compass or map first is normally 50-50 between runners, but then like checking this room.
I am a map first gamer, always map first, never compass first. Unless you don't have ZL, then compass first makes more sense.
Yeah. There's a quit from Jimbo. To get back to the start of Water Temple. We do have a match on this channel, I think, in 10 minutes' time.
We do?
Yeah, not a Ocarina of Time match. I think.
Oh, okay.
Another game planned for here, so we might need to.
Okay, we'll make sure to keep the interview on the brief side then.
Yeah. Oh no, it's at 11 o'clock. We've got Metroid Dread on this channel coming up afterwards.
Oh, it's at 11. We got time then.
Yeah.
Oh, I assume 11 your time, not my time. That's in 6 hours for me.
Yeah, sorry. 11 UK time. The real time zone.
A few more stabs here from SombreV. Alright. Get your GGs in chat here for SombreV. Sort of finishing just shy of a 220. And we have our first place finisher here with a time of 2 minutes 2 hours 20 minutes and 20 seconds in the race room officially.
GG's. Jimbo is going to stop streaming, so we're not going to see the end of Jimbo.
Yeah, Jimbo decided to DNF, so we're not going to miss too much more from what Jimbo's on here. And speaking of Sombre and Jimbo, here they both are. GG's to both of you. It's a very good race all the way to the end.
Yo.
Hello, GG.
Thanks. GG's.
So, initial thoughts on the seed.
It was tough to play, yes. It was a big seed, even if at the start, I think it was a jet seed. After all this, it was a bait. A big bait for us.
Yeah, it was a very weird start. You got both magics, both pairs of boots, and then nothing else in CAC. Oh, CAC and
Yes.
Graveyard.
Yeah, was there anything pointing to the letter, like a hint at all?
Yeah, so you both actually missed a hint for quite a while. So Jimbo went up river, and you found a river, and then did ice really. So you found the ice cavern to morph a hint that Sombre didn't have for quite a while. The hint that you missed, Jimbo, unfortunately, was the hint stone in DC because you only had to choose at the time.
Nice.
That was bottom of the well to
Bongo.
was it Bongo, I believe, and that was the hammer,
Yes.
which gives you Ruta's letter to get Nocturne, or and
Okay.
ZL.
Yeah, I figured I missed something. I wasn't gonna go back and get that hintstone because like you said, I was really low on explosives. I shouldn't have really went in there. When I did anyway, I typically do like my adult into my like a child, and then like back to an adult too pretty quick when I get locked out. And I don't know. I saw the ice hint and just took I just took a risk, I guess, and ended up staying adult for longer than I wanted to, and it ended up biting me in the ass, I guess, in the end because I missed the hint. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that that hint was there, and then a second copy never showed up on either stream, so we don't know where the other copy was. Probably somewhere dumb.
Yeah, we've not seen like back of lake hints or anything like that, so the other one might be just hiding in there.
I mean, the
Actually,
score
we
is
didn't
out,
see
so I can
any
take a
of
look where the other
the-
one is.
We didn't see the DMC, DMT hints either because those areas were foolish, so there was
Yeah.
no reason to
I
climb up to
have
those
done
instones.
DMT, Song of Storm Grotto, but that's all, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find DMT or DMC upper.
Yeah, the other well to Bongo path was in back of lake,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
The
the
that's right,
southeast
okay.
corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Sombra,
so-
you definitely. It was close. Well, we thought it would have been closer, but you were in Forest Temple, and then you picked up the light arrows, and then you did the 3-key Forest Strat, and then you left. So, what was the kind of thought behind leaving Forest Temple at that point?
In that kind of seed, I didn't want to do forest. At the end, I have no chase left, so I go to forest. It's paying. I found the light arrow. I'm really happy for that. And I do a 3-kill forest. Found a big boy. I expect it was Dins, but it was not. And and I set up the green bow. And after that, I'm saying to myself, okay, forest is paying. Now what I have left, the end of forest, there is maybe a 3 kill left with Becca.
Yeah.
So this is not worth to finish, I think. I have more checks in child for me, so I prefer to go back child. And if there is nothing in child, go back to adult and forest and maybe end ice cavern, but I didn't want to do that. Or cross Westland again.
Yeah, because you
basically-
left the Sun Song in Ice Cavern as well. You kind of did the first 3 checks, and then you left Ice as well.
I didn't want to finish ice Sunsong
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
nothing,
mean, you found a
for
dual
me, it's
hint
not
that it was
worth.
a dead check and an Iron's Boot check, and then there was just Sun Song. So you're only really orphaning just the Sun's Grave, which I think is
don't want to-
reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I
For me,
think-
the skipping here is a good play. I think I'm sure about that.
Yeah,
If I
in
am
the
not
end, you
looking,
probably
the
not
game.
doing that Ice and not doing that rest of the Forest Temple. You probably saved like 10 minutes, like really. And
Yeah, I think
that was
if you
the-
full clear Forest, I'm pretty sure Jimbo probably wins by about a minute or two. So you leaving Forest was the big key play there to get you back in the lead.
Mhm.
Because you basically were
Probably.
ahead by You and Jimbo were both in shadow at the same time. You were maybe like a half room ahead, but that was also with you clearing all of water already.
Yeah, I think we end on like Jimbo probably heading towards Morpher or in Morpher or whatever.
Oh yeah, I just killed Morpha when he finished.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I
it's
came out of the
literally
cutscene
6
and then it
minutes
was
time
over.
in.
So
Yeah.
if there is a rest of forest, the tower maybe 6-7 minutes. Well, probably I lost if I do forest.
Yeah, it would be very close if you did all forest.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in like a 50-50 scenario looking for both letter and dins at the time. So I just chose to do forest over fire because I didn't have the hint. So I mean,
Yeah,
it is
it's
what it
just
is.
unfortunate that the hint was just in a place that you. I'm not gonna say can't use, but like you did. I get not using a chew in that wall there. I don't think I would have used one either.
But I have a question. You didn't have bomb bags before DC? You rush forest, quickly forest in adult and do DC after that? Something like that? I don't know.
So Jimbo went to ice immediately after CAC, and
Okay.
so they did a bunch of like adult stuff there and didn't get the bomb bag from Lost Woods Scrub for.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think they even got the bomb bag there. They got it from somewhere
I got
else.
it from there. No, I got it from there. I got that in my child one route. Yeah, I extended my adult route because I wanted to clear river after CAC, and when I found the ice to Morpha hint, I immediately thought hookshot. So I had the blue fire bottle already, and I wanted to go in. My reasoning for going up there and going into domain anyway was to just check King Zora, and I think the hint was like right below him.
Yeah, right in front of King Zora.
Yeah, so I was like, like, what do I do? So I just said, you know what, screw it, I'm going in. And then I saw the other copy was right outside of ice, so I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
this might give me a huge advantage. So I went in and pulled the hook, and then I forget where I got the chews. Were there chews in there as well? I don't remember.
No, the chews were
I
in
think the chews were in
Midos. I think something like that.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I did all of ice, and then I think I had to have played Minuet or something to get back into.
Yeah, you did menu had to do like down SFM and then went into Goron City through to do DC.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
figured I already had
The real
everything to
unfortunate
clear,
part
so.
is that because Jobby was ended up being required just by song layout, SombreV eventually found that hint anyway to go to ice, and then you just never found the other copy of the bottom of the wall hint. So you kind of had to just find letter by process of elimination instead of being directed toward it.
Yeah, I mean, fire was like my densest location when I found it, so that's the only reason I climbed. I saw the boss key chest, like where it was, and I was like, ooh, I don't have to kill Volv to get back up here, and I didn't have to waste my FW that I had in GTG at the time, so that's why I climbed before I killed Vavagia, so I didn't have to worry about.
You both did the hover boots trick off that chest to do the top of maze.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a really nice trick. It saves quite some time having to climb back up. So that was cool. But yeah, I can live with, losing to that hint. It is what it is. What can you do? But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I have some stuff to take care of. So thanks again for the restream. GG, Sombra. Good luck to you in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me see if we know who your next opponent is.
Retropolis.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be another good race. I'd say it's a good race, but they're all good races. Looking at the the list, so.
Yeah, the bracket is full of top player. It's really hard.
It's a
win.
very stacked tournament.
Yeah, for sure. To answer Jimbo, even if he's not here anymore, I think his play at the beginning is really good in standard game, but rush ice in SGL can be really hard sometimes, because if you found Ruto's letter pass for the boss key, there is nothing behind Ruto's letter, so there is nothing in ice or Jabu or something like that. So I think ice really early like that, it's really dangerous in SGL.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned too, he wasn't planning to do ice at first because he was just going to use the blue fire in the bottles for King Zora.
Yeah,
it's just he happened to find the ice cavern hint in front of King Zora, so at that point, like, you obviously just do it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I thought about it at the beginning too, because over and blue fire, it was a temptation for me, but I did not.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Do we have any other questions here for Sombre in chat? Otherwise, I think we'll start to get wrapped up.
Yeah, GG's. We've got, of course, like we said, the final match of Ocarina of Time Randomizer, the first round, tomorrow when we have Master Alex and we have What the Hell's Happened. That is going to be on some channel that's not been assigned yet, but that'll be hopefully here on Speedgaming. We've got a team here for that. There's lots of other stuff going on at Speedgaming around here on this channel. We've got some Metroid stuff going on, so cool. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Last call out too. Make sure you give our runners here, Sombre and Jimbo, both a follow. Thanks Chuckles for commentating with me today. Always a blast. And then thanks Virgil and Mel for helping track and keeping everything lit up for us.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching today, and have a great rest of your Sunday evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in.
Okay, is it good?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Okay,
think they're going to
so-
set up for the next one, so we can go.
Thanks, thanks for the stream, and I will look at that after. And yeah, GG,
I
check
think
us
we're
for
still
your,
live on the
your match.
audio.
Yeah, we better leave. Bye.
Bye bye.